everybody, it's Jen from JenPlans, and I am going to be moving into my new 2018-2019 Erin Condren Life Planner, which is in here. I left it in here because I've never really been like a pouch person, but I love the new planner folios from Erin Condren. So I have a video review of them that I've linked in the description of the video, but I've actually been kind of like taking my planner places with me. I don't know if it's because it's summer or what the deal is, but I'm kind of in love with this new folio. This is the smaller size. I have the 12-month Erin Condren Life Planner inside, and I have a bunch of stuff. Let's see, what all do I don't even know what I have in here. This is from the move-in party that Erin Condren hosted in Chicago. We got these in our little goodie bags along with a few other things. And then in the front, I have these dual tip markers. I have my emergency sticker stash from Designs, which I linked in the description also, but these are just like for on the go. It's great because I don't have to bring my binder everywhere. I can just bring these. And then just some other stuff. So I wanted to leave this in the beginning. Oh, I'm gonna use this for the move-in. But I wanted to leave this in the beginning of the video because I've really been loving this folio. So I put the link to that in the description as well if you want to check it out. This one is the smaller size. The bigger size will fit. The larger, like if you have a teacher planner, or I have it like a 13-inch MacBook Pro, that fits in there as well. So this is everything. Oh, I'm going to need this too. So these are, I'll kind of show you the cast of characters for the move-in. This is where my planner has been living lately. And what we have left is the 2018-2019 hourly life planner from Erin Condren. I also have a video just going through kind of a blank version of this, which I've linked in the description. There's a ton of links in the description, so a link to this video. This is my 2017-2018 completed planner. I also have a full flip through of this planner also linked in the description. So tons of links everywhere if you want to see kind of in more detail all of those, but this is going to be a setup of my new, like moving into the new 2018-2019 life planner. So I stuck with hourly again. I love the hourly layout. It's my favorite. I thought I wasn't ever going to leave the vertical. I tried horizontal for a while, it just didn't work the way my brain worked. And then when the hourly came out, it was like the stars aligned and the angels sang and everything just made sense. So this is my go-to. This is my hourly, colorful. So it'll be this. We also have last year's, of course, that I need to pull information from. I have my Designs binder, but I can link you to all the stickers that are in here that I'm going to be using. And then this is like, I have my overflow binder of other Design stickers. So these are a lot of functional stickers. I mean, she makes decorative as well, but I use mostly the functional in mine. And then of course the celebrations collection, which is like, you know, different holidays and times of the year and events and stuff. And then I also am going to be using these sticker books and this sheet of monthly stickers. So I of course will link all of these. This is the monthly sticker book. Kind of matches the, or at least it coordinates with the colors of the planner. And then this is the newest sticker book. I've kind of started diving into this one already, just in weekly, and I use a lot of these mostly in the weekly spreads. But I might use this in my setup. So I'm keeping it handy. And then of course, this I'm like really excited about. This is, I think, meant for teachers, but I'm not a teacher, but I have kids in school. I have 3 kids right now. They are 4, 6, and 8. So we have a lot of like school stuff, you know, happening in our life. So I love the ability to, you know, kind of hack teacher stuff for my own use for my kids. And, you know, it'd be great too if you're a student. So anyway, this is the A+ style sticker pad, also from Erin Condren. So all of these are Erin Condren. All of these are Designs. Of course, like I said, links for everything in the description of the video. The other extra couple of things that I'll be using, I have beat this thing to all heck. See, the tab even fell off of it. This is my marker for Design stickers. So you'll notice if you have used Design stickers, they are like a weatherproof. I don't know if they're like a vinyl or like weatherproof gloss or matte. I don't know the technical term, but you can't use a regular pen on them or it'll smear. So you have to use any kind of permanent marker is fine. Pilot, you know, of course, makes it permanent. I'll use this or the Pilot. I actually have some in here. And then this is my super, super old. Do I have a Pilot in here? No, I don't think I do. Anyway, I'll use a Sharpie for that. And then I also, I don't know, I'm gonna use this. This is like one of my other secret, super favorite planner supplies. This is the one from Michaels, but you can, 3M makes them. This is just a repositionable adhesive roller, so it works the same way that whiteout works, but I use this with sticky notes to make the rest of it stick down. So if you have problems with stickiness, this is like just a couple dollars, and I think I've had this specific one for like 3 years. Super small investment for a lot of use if you use sticky notes and you need it. So those are all of the kind of players for the setup, and I'm just gonna walk you through how I set my planner up for the year. Now I have a layout that is the academic year. Mine goes from July through, oh my gosh, how am I gonna stack all these? Mine goes from July through June. So you can get the planner to run like a calendar year, like a January through December. I have, you know, my kids are in school, so we kind of operate on an academic year. So I like to have mine on an academic year. These are all my friends. I'm so excited. I went to a meetup, the move-in party in Chicago, and all the friends that were there signed my planner, and it makes me happy to look at that all the time. So that's the first page. And then we go into the year at a glance. And so you can use this a lot of different ways, or not use it at all. Some people just like to have it for reference. I like to use this particular layout for my kids' school calendar, like their academic year, so that I know like when their breaks are and when they're, I don't know, like if they have random days off throughout the year. So I use, oops, these kind of slipped. I use these little transparent dots from Chrissy Ann Designs. They are my most favorite for this purpose. They are, I don't know if you can tell, you'll be able to tell when I put the sticker on, but you can see through them, so you can still see the dates, but they do just a great job, I think, of kind of highlighting which dates are for which things. So I looked at my kids, I printed off their school calendar. This is the approved calendar for the school year. What did I mark in my last one? Let me do that for comparison. No school, first and last day of the term, and then a school event program. This is always like, oh, this was an open house. I hate missing like the big stuff at school. I mean, I haven't, thankfully, because I have this to kind of keep my life together, but I would hate to miss anything at school just because I forgot that it was happening. And they send you all these dates, and if you're anything like me, your inbox is like inundated, and then you kind of forget to write stuff down. And so I like having it all in one place. So this will be for my kids' calendar, and then I'll put a little key at the top. Here's the next one. Okay, so the next one I use as a gift guide. This is for anniversaries, weddings, baby stuff that I know is coming up, and then just big birthdays for people that we buy birthday gifts for throughout the year, and then of course holidays. Because sometimes my brain just gets like kind of behind. It's horrible. I know, it just gets kind of behind. Last year I decided to trim all of the side flags off of those. I'm not gonna do that this year. So these are all the gifts I need to, what I'm planning to buy for 2019. So I have a gift guide. I broke it down by month. It includes, of course, things like Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's, just things that I need to go through and kind of prep for a little bit ahead of time. So this is Year at a Glance. This can also be used for like, if you're not in school, or you don't have kids in school, or you're not a teacher, or you just want to use it for something different, you could use this to keep track of like sick days and vacation days for work, or you could use it to track your cycle, or you could use it to track like if you have like a reading challenge or a workout challenge, or whatever, and you want to kind of mark everything in one place. This would be a great place to do it. Or if you're tracking moods, you could do like one for like feeling really good, one for kind of you feel meh, or like if you have a bad day. I know people track all kinds of things, so it doesn't just have to be limited to something like a calendar. It could be really anything. And then so this is the gift guide. And then we go into the months, and I've kind of already started to set up a little bit. Like I have July because it's already July. I have the one blank page before each month I'm using as a general to-do, which I still need to fill in things specifically for the house that need to get done. Like we need to switch out a few more doorknobs. We need to finish off our guest room, and then I need to clean up the garage entry, and then prep school supplies and lunch boxes, which I already got lunch boxes, got those from Erin Condren. I'll link those in the description as well. But she just came out with new, bigger lunch boxes that I'm super excited about, so that I'll have more on soon. So that's what I use this notes page for. And then my monthly layout is mostly just an overview of our schedule. We were in Chicago for a while. We had some appointments. My daughter has some piano lessons. This is kind of like my dumping ground when I get appointments or activities that I know are coming up. I put them in my monthly first. And if I don't have, actually that brings me to needing to switch this over. And I usually put everything on a sticky note first. If it's not something, like if I don't have my stickers out, my Chrissy Ann Designs binder is pretty easy to grab. But if I don't have my other weeks, where are we? July. If I don't have my binder with me, or if I don't know for sure if something's happening, I usually always keep the sticky notes clipped in, and it's so nice to have them all in one place, especially if it's something that could possibly change. So this kind of moves from month to month, and I use this for like maybes. So right now, everything for the rest of July is pretty set. This I'm gonna use for the academic calendar. This is like upcoming, the upcoming month. So obviously the monthly layout is July. This little one is August. And so Kristen makes these, she has bigger ones. And she also has these little teeny tiny ones that are like so cute. So I'm gonna use, it's gonna kind of reflect my annual one, but these are like, you can barely see it. These are like even tinier. So this one is the first day of the term, which is August 6th, which feels so early, but the little tiny ones work so perfect there. So I'll link these as well. These are like the super tiny ones, and then of course like the regular size ones are there. And then, what did I use? I think I used green for events. And then, so it's just, I don't know, I like being able to look ahead. This is a really nice addition to this year's planner, is that you can look ahead. So Friday the 3rd, we have open house, so that's like an event. So now I know when I'm looking at this month, kind of what's coming up the next month as far as school stuff goes. And then, you know, normal weekly stuff. Then we flip to August, and August is the first month of school. So we have open house on the 3rd, which we have to bring supplies to, and then the first day of school is on the 6th. I'm gonna use one of these sweet little colorful apples. I'm gonna use this one to mark the first day of school. First day. And then the rest, I kind of just go through. I don't really like settle into like big colorful themes like way in advance, but I do kind of, I don't know, I think I kind of loosely go around like the general color of the like of the stickers or of the month, or sometimes I just pick washi tape and use that. So I'll probably go back and add some of these later. These I love using if something like spans the length of like more than a couple of days. What do we have? I know September we have a day off, so I used one of these stickers for the no school in September. And then I know we also have like a month that I know, so there's like a week off in November. So let's go to November. I don't think one of these is long enough for 5 days. So what I usually like to do is find some tape that kind of coordinates like with the general, you know, color scheme. It kind of feels Thanksgiving-ish, and it matches a little bit. I do not know where this came from. This probably is really, really old, but I'm gonna use this to mark off the week of Thanksgiving that the kids do not have school. Oh gosh, does it even peel? Do you guys ever have these washi problems? I bought these little scissors and I love them. They're like cutter bee. They're really sharp, so you have to keep this on it. If you're, well, you don't have to, but if you're me, you do, because otherwise you'll stab yourself or your kids. So, but they're really sharp. They're like sharp crafting scissors. I'll link these as well. So I like cutting myo tape with an old gift card. And I don't know if we'll be home for Thanksgiving. I don't know if we'll be traveling for Thanksgiving. But I do know that the kids will not be in school. So that's how I cut my tape. And it usually gives a pretty straight line if you pull, you know, quickly. And then I'll just build like the rest of my colors, you know, around that or around these colors. Oops, yay, they all kind of go together. So I like to choose, sometimes I like to pick from the book. So I'll use this one. And this will be like Thanksgiving break. So I'll go ahead and do that now for all of the other like weeks and days off throughout the year. I'll go back and do that later so I don't bore you. But that's how I usually do it. Then we get to the back. Then we get to the back and we get to the notes pages. And so I will use, I kind of pre-planned a little bit how I'm gonna use these. I have this page dedicated to the last half of 2019 because of course this planner ends in June. And even though the next one will start in July, I won't get the next one until May. And so there may be things that pop up for the last half of 2019. For example, I have a cousin getting married that I'm so excited about. But that is, you know, a big thing to plan for. It's out of town. So I want to make sure I have stuff like that somewhere in my planner. And so I've kind of dedicated that to this portion, especially because the like way future calendar, because there is this so that you can see like there's a spot for upcoming stuff, and I guess I could probably put it there, but I like having it just right in the back of the planner. I'm not gonna be able to fill this one out yet, but I do put my kids' class schedules on this page so that I know like when they have lunch and you know, what subjects they have at what times during the day. Login information for lunch money, PTO, and then for my two kids who are in elementary school who have like apps that they do, I'll obviously fill that in later, but that's gonna be on this page. And then this has been like a recurring page in my planner for the last like 7 years, and I never fill it all the way, but I have really good intentions this year, so I'm gonna try again. Stuff that I need to sell around the house that I'm not using. We donate most of the stuff, but every once in a while we have like, you know, bigger ticket items that I do like to sell, which is part of why I can justify paying a little bit more for them. Like I bought a full stash of cloth diapers that I just love, and so I gave away some of them, but some of the more unusual ones I'm gonna sell. So those will go here. And then I'm gonna make a list of things I need to film or review. I have really good intentions. I hope I do it. I'm planning to do it, but I'm writing it here so that I know. And then I like making a monthly task list as well. And then this will be car history. I always keep car history in my planner so that when I go to the place, you know, sometimes they say they can pull it up and they don't always pull it up or they don't have all the accurate stuff. So I wanna know that I replaced my tires last year so that, you know, I just kind of have that information in the back of my mind. Or if they try and tell me I need transmission fluid, I can say, oops, nope, I did that on, you know, whatever date. Not that I wouldn't still do it, but at least I know when it was done. And then some coloring pages my kids will probably get hold of. Keep in touch. I'm going to use this for all of our service providers and the kids' teachers and coaches and things that I probably will still have on my phone, but that I want to also have handy. I thought about using this as a password keeper as well, but I think I'm just going to do it as a contact list. And then this is, I'll preview that a little bit later. That's a new tab coming out with the back to school stuff. It might already be on the site, but some of the new back to school stuff. It's a cute little tab that I just added. And that's gonna be pretty much it. So I'll go through and kind of lay out a few of these notes pages and then that's all. That's my last half of 2019 all laid out. So now when I know that something is happening, for example, my cousin's getting married, I can plug that in. And so I can always look back and know, you know, exactly when things are happening. I used this last year for like first and last day, or not last day, first day of school as well. Kids class schedules is next. This doesn't fit. This doesn't fit, that's fine. Guess what? It's going in August. Will it fit in August? Where does this fit? Oh, this fits in the teacher planner. Okay, well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going back here. How about that? There. It's not perfect, but it works. Kids schedules, so now that is all set. Login info. I'll probably wait to do this one until I know exactly which apps they're using, but I can still do a little setup. There we go. Login info is ready. Stuff to sell. This is gonna be easy. So there we go, item and price. That's it, and then I'll just check it off when it's sold. That list is gonna take a while. Hold off on that one. Monthly tasks. So this is what I did for last year. Monthly tasks. Easy peasy. And then this is just like a really simple list. It's like task, and then these are the initials of the months. I always have people ask because they're like, what does Jason mean? It's July, August, September, October, November, all the way through the rest of the year. So, and then I just check things off as I do them. So that's my list. And that's it. That's my monthly task list. So things that I do either every month or every quarter. If it's every quarter, I'll just skip around or X off a box. And so now I know the things that I need to do every month. And so when I'm going through and planning my month, this is one of the sheets that I reference. And then car history, I'll just transfer that over. And that's pretty much it. When I know all my kids' teachers and coaches, I'll put them in, and you know, anything that's coming up for 2020, which is wild to me to think that that's like, holy cow, that's soon. And that's it. I use these. I use the happy birthday and the celebrate specifically in the monthly layout. So where's my July? I have not put them in yet, but I put in birthdays here, and I just transfer those over from the perpetual calendar. But that's it. I mean, now my year is pretty much set up, and I can go through and, you know, have a much better handle going into each month of what I need to be thinking about for that month. I can't believe we're getting ready to start school. This again is the Erin Condren Hourly Life Planner. I love it broken down into hours. I'll link this in the description of the video as well. And if you guys have any questions, or if you want to see anything else, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great year.